Well, I think we have a major problem in terms of the paradigm under which the current economy of the world, increasingly of the world, operates. And so sustainable design, in some ways, is a mismatch between current economic systems and the intentions of sustainable design. In other words, we are still globally focused on ever more economic growth, ever more urbanization, ever more impacts on ecosystems, yet it's a limited planet. We cannot have infinite growth in a limited planet. So clearly the concept of sustainable design addresses this issue. How can we find a way of reducing the ecological footprint of humanity on the planet, and how can that feed through into the design process? Still very much at the beginning, because traditionally societies were essentially circular in terms of their resource use. They took food from nature, but they had to give back the nutrients required to enable that growth to take place. Today, the linear systems that dominate the world disregard these realities of the need to look after the future existence of life on this planet. And that is particularly expressed in the process of urbanization that is currently taking place on the planet. We are in an urbanizing world in which is currently not following the design principles of sustainable design. We are heading into the abyss if we are not very careful indeed. The reality is that when you look at climate change, when you look at resource consumption, everywhere we're looking, we are exceeding the capacities of the planet to supply us with resources. And this applies both to the natural world in terms of the growth of products from nature that we consume in our daily lives. But beyond that, we are at the same time utilizing resources that are non-renewable, particularly, of course, fossil fuels. And that total reliance on non-renewable resources is the major reason why we are now heading for a very, very dangerous situation on this planet.